When it comes to telecommunication facility, in the sense telegraph, telephone, including mobile phones, fax machines, all these have become very fast now, which has made contact with any corner of the world much easier, to access information instantly and to communicate with the remote areas. And how is this possible? How is this fast track of communication is possible? With the help of satellite communication device. Okay, and you all very well aware, you people know much about computers and internet than we, because nowadays, now everything, our teaching, our lesson plan, everything online is going on. Now you all know, have gone to the amazing world of internet. You know how the internet works, the speed, how the information can be sent in a faster phase using the internet. So it allows us to send emails and voicemail or across the world at negligible cost. Is there any cost involved? At very meager cost. But what is the major problem here? But where is the electricity? If we have proper electric supply, only then this information and communication technology is possible. In order to explain how this IT, information and communication, has changed the pace of work, they have given one real case study here. So before that, let's see here. IT technology major role in the production of services, here not goods, in the production of services across the countries. Let's see how. So it's like one news magazine published for London readers. London magazine is being printed in Delhi. Can you tell me why? Cost of production is low here, labor cost is low here. Okay, the text of magazine is sent through internet to the Delhi office. Then the designers in Delhi office get orders on how to design the magazine from the office of London using the telecommunication facilities. All the details will be sent through telecommunication facilities. Then designing is done on computer. Then after printing, what happens? All those magazines will be sent by air to London. Magazine most probably weekly magazine, or it can be weekly or monthly. So easy for them to print. Publishing, printing is less cost in India compared to London. Even the payment of money for designing, printing is all done through online e-banking. It's done through e-banking. So here what happened? Indian people are getting employment, whereas London magazine company getting more profit. Reason, the cost of production has reduced. So both the ways we are getting, not just goods, even services also can be provided with the help of a development in IT. Now let's look at the second important factor which has led to the process of the globalization. First one, we have seen improvement in technology. Second one is liberalization. You are listening this word for the first time. Have you heard this word before? Liberalization in history lesson. Liberal in the sense free. Here what? Freedom. Liberalization in the sense freedom of markets. Okay, so freedom of markets also one of the reason for the. And then what is this liberalization in India? Why are we using this here? And Indian context, how is it possible? Let's have a look at it now.
फ्रेंड्स, वो सेकंड फैक्टर है लिबरलाइजेशन। फ्रेंड्स, क्या आप सभी जानते हैं कि आज इंडियन मार्केट में चाइनीज टॉयज की क्वांटिटी बहुत ज्यादा है। फ्रेंड्स, सपोज कीजिए कि इन चाइनीज टॉयज के इंपोर्ट पर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इंपोर्ट टैक्स लगा दे, तो उससे क्या होगा? फ्रेंड्स, इससे ये होगा कि जो चाइनीज प्रोड्यूसर्स हैं, उन्हें इन गुड्स को इंडिया में सेल करने के लिए इंपोर्ट टैक्स पे करना पड़ेगा, जिसकी वजह से हमारे लिए यानी इंडियंस के लिए चाइनीज टॉयज महंगे हो जाएंगे और हम इंडिया में बने हुए टॉयज को कंज्यूम करना शुरू कर देंगे। फ्रेंड्स, इंपोर्ट पर टैक्स लगाने को हम ट्रेड बैरियर कहते हैं। फ्रेंड्स, ट्रेड बैरियर का मतलब होता है प्रिवेंटिंग अ फॉरेन प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस फ्रॉम फ्रीली एंटरिंग अ नेशंस टेरिटरी। फ्रेंड्स, अलग अलग कंट्री की गवर्नमेंट इसे यूज कर सकती है अपनी कंट्री में फॉरेन ट्रेड को इंक्रीज या डिक्रीज करने के लिए। चलिए फ्रेंड्स, अब इंडिया में ट्रेड बैरियर्स के बारे में जानते हैं। फ्रेंड्स, 1947 में इंडिया इंडिपेंडेंट हुआ था। फ्रेंड्स, उस टाइम पर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने फॉरेन ट्रेड पर बैरियर्स लगा दिए थे। ऐसा उन्होंने इसलिए किया क्योंकि उस टाइम पर इंडियन प्रोड्यूसर्स इतने डेवलप नहीं थे। वो उस टाइम पर फॉरेन कंपटीशन को फेस करने के लायक नहीं थे। फिर 1991 में जब गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने देखा कि इंडियन प्रोड्यूसर्स अब फॉरेन कंट्रीज के साथ compete कर सकते हैं, तब उन्होंने ट्रेड बैरियर्स को अपलिफ्ट कर दिया और यहीं से ग्लोबलाइजेशन का प्रोसेस इंडिया में शुरू हुआ। फ्रेंड्स, ये जो ट्रेड बैरियर्स को अपलिफ्ट करने का प्रोसेस है, इसी को हम लिबरलाइजेशन कहते हैं, जो कि सेकंड फैक्टर है जिसकी वजह से ग्लोबलाइजेशन पॉसिबल हो पाया। चलिए फ्रेंड्स, अब जानते हैं वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन।
Hope you have watched the video and understood the concept of liberalization. Let's understand it from textbook also. So again, same matter is been explained. Whatever is been shown in the video is explained here again. So let us take the example of import on Chinese toys. Just before previous session we have seen Chinese toys have spread in the Indian market. Now 70 to 80% of the toys are Chinese only. Indian toys market is getting affected with it. Then how can we stop this? There is a way. How would this happen? By import of toys, by putting a tax on the import of toys. We call it as import duty. So what happens if the import duty is put? Then naturally the cost of the toy increases. So when the cost of the toy increases, the buyer will go for the toy which is of less cost. So slowly the demand for Chinese toys will be down, automatically reduce, and Indian toys will prosper. This is one of the method, how the way we can control the inflow of foreign trade, foreign goods into market, and can protect the Indian industry. Okay. So, but are we doing it? No, this is out of the context, like out of the textbook question is, you all may say that now everywhere Chinese toys are there, Indian protection should go on, increase. Then why government is not doing it? Government cannot do it because now we are following the policy of liberalization and it has its own implications. If we do one thing, another thing will come from the another side of the country. So some protocols the countries need to follow. Now let's have a look. What is meant by a trade barrier? Trade barrier, as we have seen in the example there, it's a tax on imports put by the government. It's a tax on imports set up by the government. It is also called a tax because barrier, trade barrier. Barrier in the sense restriction, because we are keeping some restrictions on the inflow of goods. If we using this trade barrier not just for reducing, it can be used for both. So it can be used to increase or decrease the foreign trade and decide what kinds of goods and how much of each should come into the country. In order to decide that this trade barrier is being used not only by us, by many countries in the world, they use this trade barrier. Now coming to India, why was it trade barrier is used in India? Till 1991, this trade barrier was used in India. Reason, as soon as India has got independence, you all know the condition of India, we have discussed it many times. The primary sector, agriculture, then secondary sector in industries, almost no development, Britishers have exploited, they have killed the economy of India before leaving. The economy of India was in the worst condition. At that time, whichever government has taken up, their duty is to protect the Indian industries. So how to protect the Indian industries? With the help of these trade barriers only. Otherwise, if our foreign goods enter into the country, what happens? Now what's going on? Now Chinese toys we are using the same way. From 1950s itself, we might have started purchasing the foreign goods. Then no chance for our Indian industries to develop. So what the government has done after independence, our Indian government has put barriers on foreign trade and foreign investment, because they felt it is required to protect the domestic producers from foreign competition. So how long is it done? from 1950s, 1960s, lot many trade barriers on the import of goods. Only few essential items were imported. What are those essential items that were imported? They were machinery, fertilizers, petroleum, which are not been produced in India. Only those items, required items only imported into India. Remaining all, there was a trade barrier. Not just India, lot many countries, in order to protect their domestic producers, they have followed one way or the other one. So till 1991, this procedure done. There were trade barriers. That's what when we were small, we didn't find these vast variety. We have only seen the Chetak, the Fiat, Ambassador. When it comes to chocolates, so some peppermints, Asha chocolate, very few items available in the market. Nokia 4 or Onida TV, very few items in the market. Reason? This trade barrier. Then 1991, the then government has decided that now time has come for the Indian producers to compete with the producers around the globe. Now if only then, if there is liberalization, there is freedom of market, only then the competition among Indian producers will improve, and then it leads to the improvement of quality also. Then they have started this liberalization. Even international organizations also have given support. Why international are interested in Indian market? Because they'll get a new marketplace. India, second most populous country, they'll get a vast market here. They'll get more profits if they come towards India. Okay, so then finally 1991, trade barriers were removed, leading to the liberalization. And then now we are seeing the present situation. Vast variety of products are in the markets to choose from as consumers. So now the barriers on foreign trade and investment were removed to a large extent. Now what does it mean, removing of barriers? In the sense, now it's very easy to import and export the goods also. There are not many restrictions. At the same time, foreign companies also could come towards India. They can set up their factories and offices here. Especially this 1991, this major policy was done under when P.V. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister of India and Manmohan Singh was the Finance Minister. These two people, the economic policies done by these two people, P.V. Narasimha Rao and Manmohan Singh, has led to the economic development of the country. It has changed the economy of the country. It has given boost to the economy of the country at that time. Okay, so here let us see the definition of liberalization. Liberalization in the sense, removing barriers or restrictions set by the government. As we have seen in history, freedom of markets is referred to as liberalization. Okay, with liberalization of trade, businesses are allowed to make decisions freely. Now no restriction of the government. Now businessmen can take decisions as per their wish, as per their desire, what they want to import or what they want to export. Government imposes very less restrictions than before and is therefore said to be more liberal. As consumers, we have got vast variety of products to choose from. At the same time, does this liberalization and globalization, is it the same, has the same impact on all the people of India? That we'll discuss in the further session. So in today's video, we have covered the topic, what are the two factors that led to the globalization. One is improvement in technology in the way of trade and transport, technology in the way of information and communication. Then second one, liberalization. These two are the major factors which led to globalization. Hope you have understood today's topic. So still, if you have any doubts, you can message me, and be ready with the let's work these out questions during the time of discussion. Thank you.